the Seattle Seahawks. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. They set up the screen to Penny. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Ball at the 23, second and 8.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on third. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Christian Fulton.
They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared.
Derrick Henry all alone. He's at the 30, 10, touchdown Titans. Derrick Henry, 85 yards. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead.
Well, Derrick Henry, the league's leading rusher in 2019. You wouldn't think a man that big could motor like that, but he can all right, and he proved it right there.
And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
The score, Titans 7, Seahawks nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
On second down now, it's Hamilton.
Number 24.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Wilson now to throw on third down.
That's to the tight end, Colby Parkinson. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Give him 22 there on the third down conversion.
At the 49-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I remember Philip Dorsett coming out of the University of Miami, ready to hit the league. All we talked about was speed, speed, speed. Just throw it to him, and you've got a great chance at a completion, but not that time.
Not that time. They tried a deep downfield with his speed, but incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. The 20. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
And I think that's a pretty good illustration of why they try to get the football into his hands out of the backfield. That was something else.
And we talk so much from a defensive perspective about scheming and finding ways to take away the run. That means the offense has to devise different ways to get the ball in the hands of their guy out of the backfield. Find open space, let him run, and big things can happen, and they did right there.
They'll run on 1st down. Hamilton. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They go play action now. Wilson. And it's incomplete. The intended receiver was DK Metcalf. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. Jalen Ferguson with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7.
A 36-yard attempt.
And Myers able to knock it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, it's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Philip Dorsett hauls it in. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And as a result, it'll be Titan football on the turnover on downs. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 44. He fakes the give here and looks to throw. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Seahawks 3.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd-rounder out of Utah State, with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. Good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slant route. And the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat. And then it's off to the races, and there he goes.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been a running game for the most part that's powered him down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Penny. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Wilson leaves this one with Penny. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Seahawks on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Myers' kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
3rd down.
Tannehill. And that's caught by Smith. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards. On the counter, it's Henry. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Tannehill getting this complete to Smith. And he will get enough for a first down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning.
And the Titans first down.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill, and he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll only get this to about the 35, well short of the line to gain. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wilson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd down, Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up.
I don't know why, but it's always agonizing to me to see a guy make a mistake in this phase of the game because you can it's all on him. All eyes there. He's got a chance to make a punt return, and instead, he ends up putting it on the carpet.
Puts it on the carpet. The little rubber pellets shoot up. Never a good sign for a returner on this field turf surface.
No, not at all. And a bunch of them go up when they're all trying to get to the football, don't they?
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. He'll get that complete to Parkinson. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Wilson. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Three red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Dancing to his left. And that is caught. Oh, what a catch at the 5-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a 1st down.
And he'll be the one in the film session to be saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah. And this will be caught by Metcalf for a Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf as the 1st half is winding down. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Seahawks 13, Titans 10. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this 1st half as the kick's away. Fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find.
It got his man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter.
1st down, Tennessee.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Tannehill. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Tannehill. And that'll be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
After the interception, here's Wilson. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And the ball is knocked out. It's picked up by the Titans. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hamilton. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks capitalize on this short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, have your fun. All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
And this is going to be a Titans first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line.
7 yards there and a first down.
Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead.
Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
First down, Titans.
That's out to the left flat and complete. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
Brandon, what we just saw there were two guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
And this one through the uprights and good.
Makes the score Seahawks 27, Titans 20.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
On first down, Hamilton. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
At the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Play action. Now Wilson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. And now it's third down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Wilson now on third down. And he comes back with one complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now a give, right side. It's Hamilton looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They go play action with Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Christian Fulton. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
And some room to roam now. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good pickup there, a 22. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, if they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there, that means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end of the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it. And the Seahawks have recovered.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 25 yards, the pickup there, also a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Yep. Backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do.
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
At the 41-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. They'll try and run it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. He was trying to get that to Colby Parkinson. And it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
The Seahawks on 3rd down. Well, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 11. And that's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a two-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second.
Now Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49.
That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he is across midfield from 149 to the other 49. A gain of just 2. That catch good for only a couple.
49-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Here's Tannehill.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get it out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will bring this all the way back out to midfield.
Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
47-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they try the right side here. And he is going to get this close to the first down markers. He's brought down at the Titans' 42. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to be their 2nd. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. It's a gain of 4, and it gets them the first.
9-yard line.
To throw is Wilson. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And he finds Lockett in the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
The score, Seahawks 37, Titans 20.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in the end zone. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A gain of 22 yards.
On first down, Tannehill.
First down.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Tannehill. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To the air again, Tannehill. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
Throwing again is Tannehill. And it is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their own 46. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. On 2nd down, it's Hamilton. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Penny will try to punch it in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. Fielded in the end zone. And no return here for Evans as they will bring this out to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Tannehill. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. The open man is Smith. And they work this well upfield across the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. And right side, Henry's got it. And Henry's hit. He lost the football.
Complete to Derrick Henry. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
first down, it's Tannehill. On the crossing route, complete. It's Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
A full start backs him up 5, first and 15. Again, Tannehill. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Jonnu Smith with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to close the gap just a bit.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll run on first down. Hamilton. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage. And time is going to expire in this football game. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Seahawks, a loss would have really hurt. As it stands, they finished the first half at 3-5. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaud. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.